Hi everyone, it's Phil here again from Ashland Leather. I wanted to do a size comparison of some of our different wallet styles today, and we also have a brand new special small batch Johnny the Fox. Before we get to that, let's take a look at some of the items we're shipping out today. I have a Valet Tray in color number 8 Chrome Excel, a Johnny the Fox in teal Latigo, a Bugs Moran in black marbled shell Cordovan, one of our private stock Amaretto with reverse interior Tony the Ants, a black shell Cordovan Johnny the Fox with a reverse interior, and a one-shot card case in color 8 reverse shell Cordovan. And I had a request about a week ago to compare the different sizes of wallet styles that we have. Up first here is a Fat Herbie in the raw shell Cordovan. This is our largest style. It's about the size of a passport. And I've never found an issue fitting it into any pants pockets. People really like this aesthetic of the bill slot on the exterior of the wallet, and I like it because there's this unique card layout on the inside. There's 4 card slots that are not stacked on top of each other, so it spreads out the cards over more surface area. Just a little bit more of a thinner back pocket wallet, so people really liked this aesthetic. And I also have a Tony the Ant with that similar aesthetic, this exterior bill slot idea. So it has that same notch for your thumb cutout on the back here, but the cards are laid out a little differently. And it's also quite a bit smaller. So let's compare these two together. This one is about the size of my hand. And I'll compare that next to a Fat Herbie here. I'll try to stack it on top. So this will give you a sense of the different scale of these two wallets. The Fat Herbie is obviously quite a bit taller. It's about the size of a passport, where the Tony the Ant is a little bit more compact and a little bit more minimal. Let me give you a look at the inside of this Tony the Ant quickly. This is a really interesting reverse amaretto interior. It's kind of similar to a natural reverse, but the dye marks and dye staining on the reverse amaretto are a little bit more orange. But this has another unique card layout, although they are stacked on top of each other. So we've taken that same idea on the Tony the Ant and translated it onto the Bugs Moran. And this big difference is that the Bugs Moran does not have a bill slot on the outside like the Tony the Ant does have. So it's a little bit more of a minimalist front pocket vibe because of that. But also, because we don't have the bill slot in the back, we spent a little bit of time trying to find the absolute perfect size for this wallet. So you'll notice the distance between the cards on the Bugs Moran is tighter spaced than on the Tony the Ant. There's a little bit more space in between the card slots on the inside of this one as opposed to the Bugs Moran. So the Bugs Moran, this is more like the palm of your hand. I think it just fits perfectly and into a hand, and actually perfectly for a front pocket wallet. So I like this one for a little bit more of a minimalist style. And what's cool about the Bugs Moran, you can actually fit US dollars folded in half inside each of the larger 2 card slots. And here's a Johnny the Fox. This is a more traditional style. Most people are familiar with this style wallet, and it's pretty similar in size to some of the other wallets like the Bugs Moran or the Tony the Ant. So here's a Bugs Moran on top of the Johnny the Fox. You can see the Johnny the Fox a little bit taller when you lay out the bugs a bit sideways, but when you stand them up like this, there's a bit of a size difference for you there. Let's compare the Johnny the Fox to a Fat Herbie. So here's a Fat Herbie in front of the Johnny the Fox. Let's maybe lay these out on top of each other. A little bit of a size difference there. And I'll lay it out this way as well. So you can see the Johnny the Fox is a little bit longer and a little bit shorter. And then we'll compare Johnny the Fox to a Tony the Ant. And here's a good one. So you can see the Tony the Ant's a little bit taller, a little bit less long this way. I guess if I stack it side by side like this, they're roughly the same size. And here's a one-shot card case. That's our most minimalist style yet. This one is just an open card slot. That's perfect for a front pocket wallet. I like this one if I'm just taking out a credit card and maybe my license to go to a bar or something. It's really simple. This one is pretty small. It's about as small as it gets. It's about the size of a credit card, in fact. So you can see compared to the Johnny the Fox there, it's quite a bit smaller. Compared to a Bugs Moran, I'll lay these on top. It's kind of similar to the Bugs Moran, even shorter still. And compared to a Fat Herbie, this will actually make a lot of sense once you see this. But a Fat Herbie is obviously much taller. But what's interesting about it is on the inside of the Fat Herbie, the card slots will actually be pretty similar. So you can see how small the one shot is compared to the Fat Herbie, but look at the interior. If you look at these card slots, we actually took the aesthetic of the card slots on the Fat Herbie and translated it into the one shot. So if you were to sort of extend one of these card holders out, it's sort of the same idea as the one-shot card holder. All right, I do have a special small batch of garnet shell Cordovan John of the Foxes that are incredible. I wanted to go back through these wallets one by one because they're really neat. This one first, Bugs Moran Black Marble Shell Cordovan. The black marble shells that I've been seeing recently are super cool. Take a look at that really great texture of color on the back. Nice little stripe of the black down the middle there. I think that's really cool. And the lower undertones are a little bit more orange and yellow. Here's another interesting one. I love the way that this John of the Fox turned out. This is the Black Shell Cordovan, personalized for YM. And I can't wait for you to have this one YM. This is a beautiful piece of black shell. Take a look at the luster of this one. That is really, really nice. And what I like even more, perhaps, is the reverse interior that you chose. Take a look at all the random dye marks and the random color. And just the variation on the black reverse shell Cordovan, I think that is really, really special. Let me show you this other special wallet. This is the Tony the Ant. We did the small batch of amaretto shell Cordovan with a reverse interior. This is the last one. And I love the amaretto shell. This is my favorite shell Cordovan color. I like this orangey tan, really vibrant, lighter tan shade. Some angles it's a little bit more red, other angles it's a little bit more orange. And that reverse interior gives us an opportunity to show off some of the Horween ink stamp. And I also really like how the reverse interiors wear in and age. Let me show you this one-shot card case one more time. We've been doing small batches of random colors and threads for the one-shots. This is a color 8 reverse, so we get a chance to show off that Horween ink stamp again and all the random dye marks. This one has a red stitching that I think is really cool. We should be having some more one-shots come out in a few weeks. Here's another wallet that I like very much. Yesterday we had a black exterior with a teal interior. This is the reverse of that, or the inverse of that. I love this teal latigo on the outside. It starts up very vibrant and sort of bluish green teal. Very, very vibrant color in person. Sometimes this doesn't translate properly in the videos, but the way that this latigo leather wears in, this teal just becomes darker, a little bit more of like a denim blue color. It's really, really nice. I like the black and teal together. I think that's a really great look. And let me show you this Valet Tray. I couldn't not show you this one because this one has a special Horween measuring machine stamp on the inside. You only get one of these stamps per side of leather. This is a stamp that's placed on the leather from the tannery. This is the last step before they pack and ship all of their bundles of leather. And you can see the stamp here. It says 18.0 feet squared. And that's how big this side of Chrome Excel was, 18 square feet. Really beautiful piece of that dark brown burgundy shade. Excited for you to have this one. And now let's get to this special garnet shell Cordovan Johnny the Fox. And I'm really excited about these. We made 7 Johnny the Foxes in this style with the reverse interior. And I'm excited about it because the garnet shell Cordovan on these are some of the nicest pieces of shell that we've ever had. There's something about these that are just luxurious. It's super smooth, super rich in feel. You might even be able to see how nice it feels. And that's one thing that I regret, is not being able to show you how nice some of this leather feels over the video. Just not a reasonable thing to ask. And the other thing, I suppose, is the smell. Shell Cordovan just smells incredible. So I have garnet shell Cordovan on the outside. It's the most red color shell Cordovan that Horween makes with that reverse interior. I'll give you a look at another one here. That really beautiful garnet shell Cordovan. Some angles, it's a little bit more brown. It reads it a little bit more of like a color 4 or color 8 at certain angles. In other angles, you really see those vibrant red tones pop through. It's a really dynamic color, sort of shifts depending on what angle you look at it. And I love the way that this reverse interior pairs with the garnet shell Cordovan. I loaded this one up with a couple bills in the back just to show you how it loads up. Very easy. 3 cards on the left. You can fit 3 or more in each slot. And then we have the hidden card slots as well on the inside here. So to sort of hide your cards that maybe you don't use so often. That's what I do with my hidden slots. But we do have 7 of these really cool Johnny the Foxes. And by the time you see this video, I'll have them up on the website. I think these are really special, and I'm excited for you to wear it, develop some nice patina on it. And again, the reverse interior, I just love. So thanks for checking out the video today. I'm gonna have to go back and pick a stunner. I would pick these special small batch garnet shell Foxes, but I think that's a little bit cheating. Yesterday, I picked a black marbled, and I'm gonna do it again today. This random color on the black marbled shell here is just too nice to not pick as a stunner of the day. So thanks for checking it out. Until next time, I hope you have a good one and take care.